Hello, welcome to Spy Money. So I had a lot of people ask me what would happen if you run the bot overnight unattended, which I do not recommend. And a lot of people just say, what if? And so what I did last night, I would never do this on a live account. So what you're looking at is a simulator account. It is fake money. It's not no prop firm, no nothing. It's just a straight simulated account. And I did this just so that people could see, what would happen if you did. So I shut it off right here, right after the open, and we're at $3,450 is the profit. Now this is on 4 contracts, so that would be roughly $800 a contract. So you hit your goal. And during the night, we had a little bit of drawdown on it, and it ended up popping out. And I'll show you the in the video you're going to see the picture, and it's going to show that I think it was about $2,000 drawdown on 4 contracts, which will be equivalent to $500 on a single contract. And it does very well. I don't recommend doing this, but I had several people had contacted me and asked me, what if you did that? If you do this bot, I would never do that on a live account. It's just not something you want to do. Things happen. Internet connections lost. Windows updates on your computers. Software glitches itself. I've never had any problems with the coding and so forth of the bot trading. But if you just don't want to do that. But this is what would have happened. 4 contracts. It's roughly a little over $800 per contract. I turned it off at this point. There was nothing more to prove. As far as letting it run the rest of the day, I'm sure that it will be positive by the end of the day. It usually is, but there's that chance that it wouldn't be. But this right here is $3,450. Again, simulated account. It's not a live account or anything like that. And I did this just basically for a few people that had emailed me and asked about it. So it does very well. Also, I want to show you this. I don't talk about this much, but if you go to my website and you go to the top up here and it says live bot, when you click on that, I post the videos daily. I try to do it daily. Sometimes I have to catch up, but you can watch the video on the bots running live unattended, or live attended, untouched is what I meant. And you can just kind of scan through here and look at them. There's several of them you can scan through and just watch it. Nothing to hide. Depends on when you run it. Some days when you have, like today, we had Trump that was talking, and so the market has been just a slow grind up most of the day. But you have times like that where it's just not going to trade the best at times. But if you look back, just like I tell everybody, if you look back and if you see that you have winners, then that's a good chance that you're going to continue to have winners. Like right here, this is a winner. We're coming up on 945. I don't know what the next one was, but it was, I'm sure, probably a winner. If not, a lot of times you'll get a little bit of chop through this area. But as you can see, it worked pretty good. The bot is no way in shape perfect and going to make you money every day. For the last several weeks, it's made me money every day, so that's a good thing. And it's doing very well. I'm very, very pleased with it. Not only with the bot, but we also show you other ways to trade it, using levels and so forth, and it helps out greatly. When you start getting around a level, you're better off just not to trade at that time. But a lot of people do, and sometimes the bot will just go ahead and make profit through that area. So it just really depends. But if you have any questions or anything, just let me know. You're going to have a little video here showing how to get set up. We've had several people sign up. So far, no one's had any issues, and it works very well. Once you get used to it, and as far as using the Quantower is very simple to use. Hi, welcome to Spy Money. How you get started with Spy Money and get your bots and indicators and strategies and so forth is you go to spymoneyllc.com. Once you go here, you're going to go up to, well, before we start there, you can start by putting your first name, last name, and email address and subscribe to our free live webinars. So anytime I have a live webinar, I send out an email to everybody. A lot of times social media and YouTube and such, you won't get the information until the next day and the meeting's already over. And I had that a lot, so I decided to go ahead and make it to where you can get set up on an email. We don't sell the information or anything like that, so you don't have anything to worry about that. We don't bombard you with a lot of different things. The only thing we do is on this particular one is we send out the webinars. So get signed up for that, and that way you can have those. If you're ready, which I would think you would be, go ahead and click on Lease Program at the top. When you click on Lease Program, it's going to bring you over and talk to you about the lease. The first month is $1,000. We discount it $300, so you can take that $300 and put it in a live trading account so you can trade some micros, and that'll help you get started. Get your feet wet, make a little bit of money. And then once you get comfortable with it, then you go ahead and add more money, trade minis, and you start trading the way the bot traded earlier. So on this one, there is one thing: bots are not set it and leave it system. You want to be managing that bot. You want to watch it. You don't want to turn a bot on and go to work. It's just not what we do. So come down here and we talk about the bots that we have. We have Coaster and Sniper. I'm getting ready to add Snatcher to it. Sniper is the bot of choice. It does a very good job, and right here's the indicators we use, and I've got a little description out from several of these that say what they are. The main exit, there's an entry down here. Where is that one? There's the main trend. Here's the main entry, which is Sniper. So that's our main entry indicator we use, and then we have some where we take profit and so forth. Then we have frequently asked questions. These are the main questions that I get from people. Read through this before you sign up, and it will probably answer some questions that you may or may not have had and help you get started. One thing is the system. Your PC needs to have at least 16 gig of RAM in order to run this, so you need to make sure your computer's fast enough. Once you agree to all that stuff, then I want you to read through these 14 items. I want you to make sure that you understand what you're getting into and what the rules are and so forth. If you agree to these, then I want you to copy these like this. You highlight and then copy. Then go up here to the Contact Us. When you go to Contact Us, it's first name, last name, email, phone number, and right click and put your information here. By doing that, that tells me that you read those 14 items and you agree to them, and then click Submit. Once you do that, you will get an email letting you go ahead and join. The reason I do this is because I want to make sure that everybody understands what the rules and regulations and all that is. I don't want any surprises later for people. So get started, help you out, and move forward from there. We do have a VPS offering. We have partnered up with one. If you're going to do this, do the high performance. I need to change this, but you want to do the high performance. The reason being is you need at least 16 gig RAM. This one will not work, so make sure you sign up for the high performance or the pro, one of these two, and that will work. What this will do is allow you to access a computer in La La Land, somewhere in the cloud, to where you can have everything set up on your VPS, which is the same as another computer, and you can access it from any computer or phone, tablet, or whatever you have access to. So you can access it with all that. And that'll help you as, like, if you're a traveler, you're at home, your work, you can have everything just accessed from another system. Again, the lease program, get started on it. Once you do this, there's going to be a few things you're going to do. You're going to have a platform to download, which is the Spy Money platform. You're also going to have your brokerage account. So my platform will access your brokerage, and the two brokerages that we use are antfutures.com and we use optimusfutures.com. Check with Rhythmic Data. You can use CQG on AMP, but you're better off just do Rhythmic, and it works with everything. If you don't have a brokerage and you don't have the money put in it, you can go up here to funded account. A funded account, what it does is they give you the money to trade on, and you have to choose Rhythmic Data only. It will not work with Tradeify. It only works with Rhythmic Data. There are 3 right here we recommend, and I personally kind of lean to the take profit because you get faster payouts, and there's no rules with your payouts. If you make the money, you get paid. And that's the one thing I like about them. You can do up to 5 accounts. You click on this right here and it will open up and use the coupon code NOFEE30, and that will be the only price you pay. I think it's $110 to sign up for a 50,000 account, which is all you need. And you just go ahead and trade it. It works real well. The BluSky works real well, but you can only have up to $100,000 worth of accounts. So 50, that means you can have 2 accounts. You can have 5 with take profit. With Apex, you can have up to 20 accounts, but sometimes when the copy trader works, it doesn't work real good with that. And I think that with the take profit, it just works. We've not had one issue with it. So I'm not sure what the difference is. They're all 3 good companies. Apex is cheaper initially, but then you have to pay $130 to sign up for a live account. So you end up spending about $50 or $60 per account more for this one than you do take profit. So I think I kind of lean to the take profit. But again, all 3 of them work really well. They're good companies and they stand behind their products. So whichever one you want. And get started on it. Sign up today. We want you to get moving immediately. I have complete instructions on the website in order to know what to do. So it should work out good for you. If you do have any questions once you get signed up, just reach out to me. Once you get signed up, you'll have support tickets, and just create a support ticket. I usually answer those within a couple hours. Sometimes it's the next day depending on the time, but it's usually within a couple hours. But let me know what I can do to help you. We want to get you started today and get you making money immediately. Have a great day.